Hello everyone, I'm Ranjit Khompi. I head learning and development for fashion lifestyle businesses of Reliance Retail. Today we are going to talk about the gig workforce and how we can enable learning for them. So gig has been here for last about more than 25, 30 years. And if you are not aware, it's just today that we are learning about it. In US, even in 1995, more than 7% of the workforce was gig. Today it's about 35%. In India, it's also catching up. But today we are actually getting ready for a gig economy because there are confluence of three things happening together. Of course, the millennial workforce that is coming in, and they are wanting to have multiple and exciting work for them. We have technology platform which can actually put together. For example, earlier we could get a carpenter, but today we have an urban club that kind of integrates the local carpenter for us. Or we can also have the new technology which is enabling all of us to come together, and companies are open to permanent workforce as well as gig workforce. Now, for us to enable these gig workforce to contribute to our economy, we need to make sure that they keep learning. So we could get a hobbyist, we could get a side hustler or an all-in-one player when we go hunting for a gig workforce. However, we need to ensure that first of all, before we really onboard them, we need to ensure that we need to take care of their emotional gaps when they are joining us. Now, emotional gap could be a purpose. Why am I working for an X company? Why am I working for this role? What kind of impact do I have on the end customer? Or it could be in the routine. What kind of a routine I need for? While gig allows flexibility, the end customer or output receiver will expect certain predictability, and that's why a routine has to be there from to work perspective as well as reporting perspective. So what kind of a routine I need to set up for this particular company or this particular gig? Or to a place, do I need to work from home? Do I need to work in a particular environment, or do I need to go to market? If it's a market facing job, that has to be clarified so that people are aware and comfortable with it for a longer duration with us. And of course, finally, the people part of it. What kind of people they need to interact with to ensure they get the input they require, they can process the work that they are supposed to do, and also deliver the output that is supposed to do there. People could be the stakeholders they're interacting with. People could be colleagues they need to work with. People could be the customers they need to be interacting if it's someone like a Zomato kind of a customer. So when you provide these emotional gaps to the gig workforce, they will be ready to come into the work and deliver. Now, of course, when they come in, we need to make sure that the mobile learning enables them to do their job well. Now, a gig worker, like let's take an example of Airbnb. The person wouldn't know how to let out his property. So we need to train them on the basic work, the task that has to be done, on how he or she can set up a work kind of a home space and let it enable Airbnb to monetize it. Over and above this, gig workers are finally humans. So any kind of a human support, either in terms of feedback on the work that is being done or coaching how it can be done better for a specific workload, enables them to do them better. See, finally, gig workers are coming for a job. However, what needs to actually happen is for to ensure their stickiness, their performance, and their aspiration to be with us, we need to ensure that we also value add to their careers. This could be done by making sure that we enable them to learn more complex gigs, which could be of interest to them, or they could take a formal higher level job either within our company or in a parallel role that could be enticing to them. It not only entice them, excite them, but also it will actually pay them higher. One of the best companies to really follow this particular approach is Airbnb. So if anyone wants to has a spare room or spare space, the Airbnb starts with giving an Airbnb course, which actually talk about how do I get onto the Airbnb platform and actually monetize my space. Then they take you further to how to create an empire or an Airbnb without owning a house. They also teach you how to actually learn from, let's say, topmost Airbnb experts, or that is the best practice sharing about how do I master Airbnb techniques. And then you go for one level higher. How can I be the best listing in town? Now you'll see out here, they continuously enhance the level of a gig so that a person contributes more. And then of course, in case you have some additional space, they also help you make easy residual income in 2020. Now, if you look at the entire journey, the journey is to make sure that while the gig will work the way he or she likes to work, in the process, if he want us to actually add more value to us, we have to ensure that we add more value to them through the learning phase.